Okay, let's start with the session second. So primarily we will be focusing on the collection type data types where we can hold multiple values. So multiple values means you can hold more than one values in a collection. Similar like suppose I'm having marks with me, so I can hold multiple marks in a single data types. Same like we had in array in other languages. We do have arrays in Python, but we'll go for something else today. So that's it. Let me start with the first and foremost things, most important things, and that's a list. So list is special type of data type where we are hold different data type values as a single collection. Or you can say it can hold, we may have same data type also as a single collection. Second and most important, it hold data in square brackets. It's very important in Python. So square bracket is primarily used for indicating that the collection which you are making is a list type. Third, it is an editable collection. Three things which you need to keep in mind for list data type. Fine. Let's go for. So I'll taken this list. I'll take a variable ls square bracket. You can put any values, say 11, 12. I'll say ABC. I'll say 89.90, whatever. So I'm having four values inside list. So if you say print ls, or you want to see the data type, let's go for type. So you can see this value are being held in square brackets with different data types. The 2 integer, 1 float, and 1 string value is there. So list is having the capacity of holding different type of data values inside a collection. So class is, you can say, it's clearly indicating that it's a list only. And as you said, it's editable, and it can be accessible. I should say fourth point. Its value can be accessible based on index position, where index is starting from 0. So we can see, say ls, if I say ls 0 means it go for first element. If I go for getting, say, a second value, subsequently the values would be there. And as I said, it's editable, so I can say like I want to change the value of 0th position, which is 11 earlier, to 22. It's easily editable. You can see it is done. So it has changed the 11 to 22. That's a basic terminology is there for this data type. So primarily good to go. And I'm using the same pattern for explaining the other data types. So next one, I'll go for tuple. Tuple is a similar data type as we had in list, but the property are slightly different altogether. So it can hold different type of data values, that's true. But in tuple, rather than using square bracket, we are using round brackets. And it is non-editable collections. And values can be accessible based on index position. That's true. That's already true for the tuple also. So let's take an example of this tuple. Let me take a TP as a tuple. So 11, 12. I'll take a similar example which I did for the list. ABC. Then I'll take say 90. You can see this value of TP and data type of TP is tuple. So this is a tuple collection. So primarily, as discussed, it is not a editable one. So if I do like this, which I did for my list, which was successfully completed, but this is not permitted inside tuple. So tuple is not editable. And accessibility of tuple is very well similar as list. So you can get a value based on index position of a tuple. Fine. Let's take one more structure, then we'll go for slicing of the values. So that's a dictionary part. So I'm using same pattern for explaining the points. So it can hold different data values in a single collection in key value pairs. That's an important one. So dictionary hold data as a key value pair rather than holding individual values. It hold data as a key value pair. It hold data in say curly brackets rather than square brackets. It hold data in the curly brackets, and subsequently it is an editable. Its value can be accessible based on index position is not true, based on key position, key name. Which is available for the demonstrations. So 4 points clear. It can hold different type data types value based in a single collection in a key value pairs. It hold data in curly brackets, and it is an editable collection. Its values are in values can be accessible based on key name. Let's take an example. So I'll take a new cell. So I'll say D as a dictionary as a name, and I'll say Rajinder. I'll say subject. I'll say Python. I'll say one more key as a marks, as I'll say 88. So that is the way of defining a dictionary. So if you see the type of this structure is dictionary. So key is name, subject and marks, value is Rajinder, Python 88. So there are plenty of methods available which help you to take a segregation of key values. Say D dot keys, we get a list of keys. D dot values, D dot items, which is a collection of key value pairs. And if you want to access the individual values, you can specify the name of the key and you will get a value. And as I told earlier, it is editable, so we can edit. Let's me change the subject Python to, let's say, machine learning, and I'm doing printing again for dictionary. The subject has been changed to machine learning from Python, and it is pretty good. If you're putting any new key which is not there in the collection, it override. I'll say address. I'll let it be, I say New Delhi. So as address was not there in the dictionary, it is being added. So if you use any existing key which is available, so this if you override anything, it will get overridden. If key is not available in your dictionary, this new data will be get created. That's a dictionary part. So after seeing the basic fundamentals, we can go for next one. Say let me go for one more case. Set is there. It is used to hold, used to get unique values from a collection. Primarily we will prefer from list, we are getting data. So let me see, I'll make a list, say 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I'll do like this, say print set, from set will get list. So rather than you can hold your data also, means if you want to make set as a value, you can hold it as a st. Print st, type st, you can say. Or you can say duplication has been removed from the list and unique value has been stored in your data. Store data. in curly brackets, and is not is a non-editable collection. So if you try to do like this st0, this set is not editable. So 4 structures are there, 4 data structures you can say are there, which Python is referring for putting in collection based iterations, collection based stories. So now let's go for most important case where you can hold your data part, slicing of values. Slicing of values, like say I hold say list. I'm taking sequential so that we can refer it easily and we can relate the output. So I say I'm having one list which is nothing but a collection of 8 numbers. So if I do like this, ls0, I'll be getting first one. If I go ls second one, I'll be getting second. If I go like this, say ls 0 2, I said 4, so I'll be getting first values from 0 to 4th index. You can say 4th index. His first 4 values, which is nothing but a third index. 3 0 0 1 2 3. So if I go like this, 0 1 2 3, I'll be getting data from there. So this is up to from where you are getting your data values. So we're getting 0 to 4. 4 means 4 is not included if you go with index. So 4 is not index, it's up to value. So for a better understanding, you can say -1 would be there for whenever you have step column value. So for structure wise, 0 is for starting, colon ending. So whenever you have having slicing option inside square brackets, if you are having colon, first left side value of column will be considered as starting point, and right side value of a column considered as your right side. So left side value considered as starting point, and right side value considered as a ending point, up to end point. So if I do like this, ls, I'll say 6 to 2. 6 to 2 means 6th index, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, 17 to 0 1 2 13. If you read it correctly, it's 17 to 13. But Python is saying I'll always go for left to right. Default reading is left to right. So it won't give you error. And it even not show you any output, because by default is going for left to right. So that's why this after 17, 12 is not there on your right, it is on your left. So by default it go for left to right. If you want to go for reverse order, then you have to specify the third parameter, which is your step. By default go for the positive step, which is next positive values. If you want to reverse it, you can give it a negative one, which means you are asking starting from 17 and go up to second. Up to second means it will go up to 0 1 2 2. Whatever the positions you are having, you will go up to that value. Say if I do like this, ls, I say start from beginning and go up to 4. If you don't specify a starting point, default start is from 0 index. If you don't specify anything, it will go up from 0. And similar case is there if you don't specify the last position. I'd say start from 2 and go up to last. Default and is up to last index. So from second to last, index wise third up to last value. Depending on the case, you have to make sure that the slicing is understood very clearly, because the slicing is very important. We'll be using this filtration very frequently in subsequent sessions in data index part. So that's a basic layer. So then we'll go for if I go like this -1, it'll give me the last value of a list. And subsequently, if you go for ls into 2, it means what? Are we trying to multiply the values with the 2? No, because the list is having that property of carrying different type of data values. So similar mathematical multiplication would not be recommended, and it is not there in the declaration also. So we primarily say if you go for this, it is indicating to Python that you are asking for repeating the value twice. See, first time and second time. So multiplication would not be there, it's a repetition would be there. And subsequently, if you go for concatenation, the rule of concatenation of plus is in Python that you can add two similar data values. It means list can be added as in a new list, and similarly tuple can be added to a new tuple, and subsequently dictionary is for dictionary the plus is not there. So if you want to go for this adding a new list, I say I'm having 19988, it'll give a addition into the list. We'll see methods of list in subsequent sessions, where we have plenty of methods which are helping us to inserting respective value in respective locations. That's a pretty difference. So primarily this slicing position is there. So this we call it slicing of data collection. This is common for all both the structures like tuple and dictionary. If I do like this, if I change it to let's say tuple, I'm intentionally making this name as ls only, so that I should not change the coding part of our code. So for showing this, I can show this is a now tuple. Earlier it was list. So let me run this again. This would not run because this list, currently this is not list, this is a tuple only. So I have to change it to tuple. If you want, this addition should be there in a form of concatenation. See, no difference as it is. Same filtration rule will be there on tuple. First value, second value, whatever the operation part you had asked for list, same is applicable for tuple. But tuple is a read-only collection, so we will not be able to change the values of a list of a tuple. So let's move on. I'll go for let me hold it here. So we'll be taking a list function in subsequent sessions, list session 3.